Hey there, furballs. Today I'm coming to you from the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. Yeah, same to you, buddy, where we're talking about how AI is revolutionizing the Olympic Games. That's right, the 2024 Olympics in Paris is getting supercharged. From the Olympic AI agenda aiming for inclusivity to enhancing athlete performance, refining refereeing, and pumping up viewer experiences. Before we dive in, I have no idea why anyone would stick around to report here. Let's get out of this demolition derby. Better? Let's get started. Now, let's kick things off with the Olympic AI agenda. You see, the International Olympic Committee, those guys decided, hey, let's not just let athletes be athletes, let's throw a big old pile of AI into the mix. They've whipped up this so-called strategy document that's definitely not just your run-of-the-mill snooze fest of paperwork. No, this is their grand blueprint for the future, because nothing screams innovation like an oversized PDF, right? The Olympic AI agenda is all about integrating AI across the board. No more half-baked, military-grade AI training for some and then nothing for the rest. Hypothetically speaking, they want to grab a hold of all this transformative tech, mitigate the risks, and here's the kicker, make sports more accessible and inclusive. Sounds fancy, right? Speaking of fancy, let's check out how AI is jazzing things up for our athletes. Remember when training was all about blood, sweat, and tears? Well, now it's more like data, algorithms, and you guessed it, more data. We're talking about Intel's 3D athlete tracking, or 3DAT. This bad boy tracks 21 points on an athlete's body, spitting out precise movements and biomechanical insights faster than you can say, world record. Let's check in with the activity on the street. Going well. From custom shoes to optimal nutrition plans, AI is basically a personal trainer on steroids. Except it's not on steroids because, they're not supposed to be. This tech isn't just for the elite athletes, it's also helping scout talent from places that usually get overlooked. Seriously, they found kids in Senegal who could be the next Olympic superstars with a little help from AI. Now let's get to the juicy stuff, refereeing and real-time data. It's one thing to have great athletes, but how do you keep everything fair and square? AI is already shaking things up in sports like football with cameras all over the stadium and chips in the ball. But don't hold your breath for it to jump into other sports just yet. Refereeing? That'll be a slow grind, as AI's got to tackle real-time data analysis, and trust me, that's no catwalk. For example, using AI in fast-paced and chaotic situations, like water polo, can get really complicated, almost like watching a cat struggle to swim. It can turn into a big mess. Plus, we can't ignore the funding problems that come with it. Water polo might be the oldest Olympic team sport, but it's not exactly cash-rich like basketball or football. When using AI for real-time calls, clear communication is key. The best way to convince teams and fans is to show them the visuals so they can see the call themselves. And let's not even talk about contact sports. Making split-second calls is tough, and humans can't agree half the time. Quantifying fouls? That's more complicated than AI tracking black holes. Now, for those of you betting on staying home and binge-watching the Olympics, don't worry, AI is coming to your rescue too. Picture this. All that beautiful data collected during the games gets transformed into fan services that would make any couch potato weep with joy. Broadcasters are gearing up to ditch boring stats and show you real excitement, like live acceleration stats, top speeds, stride lengths, and more, all while you're munching on your nachos. Oh, and AI is working on personalized highlights in the future. If you want every three-point shot made by a specific team, AI can stitch those highlight reels together faster than you can say, "We need more popcorn." Imagine being able to watch only what you care about. Now that's the future. The future of the Olympics isn't about just gold medals and national pride anymore. It's about using technology to ensure that everyone can play and watch the games like never before. So if you enjoyed this Tour de France of a ride through AI in the Olympics, smash that like button, subscribe for more madness, and stay tuned for more techie tales. Until next time, keep your baguettes crusty, and au revoir, furballs. Later, nerds. Stay smart, or at least try not to get dumber.